Hello, my friends. Today's date is December the 25th, and this is a reading for you if this is your birth date, or if this is an anniversary or an event celebration. But primarily, this is a birthday reading for those born on this date, December the 25th. This is a four-card pull, a general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face this year, an action to take to stay in balance, and an outcome or a synopsis card. This is the general energy card of the year. It is the threshold. And the threshold asks us to reflect upon the threshold. In olden days, when there was a wooden step that you had to cross over to enter into a room, a wooden ledge, and on the inside of that ledge was the grass, the matting, the rug, formerly rugs, the thresh that covered the ground that allowed a softer comfort in a home. So if you were on the threshold, you were at the place where the comfort of your home, the door opened, and you could travel out into the world. So being on the threshold means you're at a portal. You're at a time of choice. You're at a time of change. You're at a time of adventure. Something is out there and it's beckoning you forward. Maybe you know what it is, maybe you don't know what it is. Maybe you are regretting your past, or maybe you're not regretting your past. But regardless, when you're at the threshold, like the threshold of a new year, it's good to look back and see what you have accomplished and what has been your challenges for the last year. And it's good to become centered in the present moment of standing on the threshold and feeling your excitement and your anticipation and maybe your fear and your wariness of what the future may hold. But the threshold says something remarkable is coming to you this year. Something remarkable is going to be opening its door for you this year. And there's a portal for you. But now you have to do some work, some introspection, some looking at yourself and saying, all right, what's worked and what's not worked? What do I love about myself and what do I not love about myself? And what can I work toward healing in myself that I can love myself better this year? Because absolutely, it's all about learning how to love ourselves and learning how to love everybody else in return. But learning how to love ourselves, and most of us hate ourselves pretty deeply on some level. A lot of us have done the work to rise above that and become peaceful in oneself and become integral to one's philosophies that work and resonate and become sacred in our hearts and our minds and our souls. So this is one of those years when those questions come up for you about where are you? What do you wish? What do you think is your mission? What do you think are the things that get in your way? What do you think you hate about yourself that you wish to heal? So your particular challenge, December 25th, is exactly that temperance card. When we face things that we don't like about ourselves, we often do things that aren't necessarily the best for ourselves. And when we face things that we love about ourselves, sometimes we continue to try to push to have those things happen, and we by pushing to have those happen and demanding that we stay in that same place, do we stay stuck in our journeys? If we stay stuck in our journeys of highs or lows, then we miss the middle, which most of the time we are in, most of the space we are in. So learning how to temper those highs and lows of experience, learning what to bring into our existence that we wish that we know and feel like could be something beneficial to us. For whatever reason, but learning how to, appreciate what we've done and the lessons it's brought, but also learning how to look forward and saying, all right, I'm going to try to be more balanced. So that's your challenge, staying balanced this year's, not giving yourself up to extreme highs that hold you, not giving you up to lows and depressions and addictions and things that pull you down and don't serve you so well. And that's up to you to decide what's not serving you well. Something this year is not serving you well, and it's asking you to make new choices. So, what is your action you can take this year? Well, it's a snake. Beautiful representation of making new choices. Snake sheds old skins that don't serve it. Snake and many other spiders, like spiders and snakes, both shed their shells or their skins in order to move into bigger skins and bigger shells that actually fit them and make sense to them and resonate deeper with them and allow them to grow and thrive. So, your action to take is to shed old skins that no longer serve you and to become possibly in that intermediate phase more vulnerable, because then you have to decide what really has meaning to you and what do you really wish to aim for and look for and find sacred to your thriving. But you have to grow, you have to get bigger, you have to heal some old wounds. Snake is also about venom, and toxins. Snake is a great antitoxin. Venom, when they use that venom to heal. So, it's about transmuting poisons. So, you have a chance this year to transmute some of your own poisons, to transmute some of your own thoughts about yourself, some of your own senses of guilt and shame and fear and whatever is the emotional negativity that you might hold inside of yourself for whatever reason. This is a great time to do some healing work and to learn that you can say no to a lot of the things that get you into spaces that you don't really like about yourself. And you can learn and say no to those energies that call you away from your integrity and call you away from your sacredness and call you away from your soul. But you can always pick and choose and allow whatever you wish to allow, and it's going to be part of your journey and it's going to be part of your teaching. And this is for you to decide what is of value to you and benefit to you at any given moment. And that's all we can ever hope for, is to choose the best path in the moment that we are presented with as we face new thresholds, as we come across new opportunities, as we come across new things that attract us. Now, are they going to become addictions, or are they going to become sacred endeavors that lift us up, or addictions that drag us down? So there's that temperance. How can you maintain your balance this year when you're going through these looking at self and releasing old things that no longer serve you, and you're going to need some time of retreat and some time of being in your body and being down and letting things release from you, and you're going to need some ability to say no to outside things coming in to take their place that might not serve you, and you're going to be able to look at your life in a cleaner way, in a more holistic way, to say, all right, what has served me and what is not, and how can I find more balance for my flame? How can I find more balance for my flame? The flame that keeps me going, the flame that keeps me interested, the flame that keeps me alive, the flame that lets me thrive, but the flame that also lets me experience negative times that are great teachers for me, that I have to go through and I have to learn from, because those are the teachers that I am going to become. Those are the teachings that I will give to the world once I have allowed myself to heal myself of those things that haven't served me. Blessed be December 25th.